This is Ojo Isaac, the manager of Presta Royal Concept. In the former video, we have taught you how to set up the chart of accounts. Chart of account that includes all the ledger that you want to use to manage your business, like the card book ledgers, like the fixed assets ledger, like the depreciation ledgers, like the current liabilities ledgers, like equity ledgers, like cost of sales ledgers, like the expenses ledgers. After you have set up all these ledgers properly, then you will now begin to set up other ledgers, like the customers of the organization. These names have been set up as customers of the organization. So this name, you need to create them in your Sage 50, so that when you want to post any transaction into their ledger, it's a matter of picking it from the drop down, and you will be able to use it to post. After that, you will also set up the vendors' names. The vendors' names that have been set up in the former video. We taught you how to set up vendors. Then after the creation of vendors, you set up the inventories, the stock and services that you are selling to people. So the list of inventory and services will be set up. It is when you have set up these ledgers that I'm mentioning now, you will, before you think of posting transactions. Without them set up properly, you cannot post transactions into them. I repeat again, my dear students, you have to set up the chart of accounts. You set up the customer database, the customers of your organization. Then you will set up all the existing vendors. After that, you set up the inventories or the services that your organization is rendering to the public. After you have set up all this, before you can start posting. If you have not set up all this, there is no way you are going to post. That is the recommendation from Sage 50. So you must adhere to it, and that is the format we are going to follow now. So this transaction, this very video will now explain to you on how to post transactions into different ledgers that you have created into, for instance, the vendors ledger and also the customers ledger, chart of account and all that. So please let us start. Look at the heading here, posting of transactions. We want to start with creating purchase orders. What is purchase orders? Purchase orders are orders that is prepared by your organization and sent to your vendors to request for underlisted goods and services to be supplied to the organization. So which means it is the vendors that you are addressing the purchase order to. So for the purpose of ordering goods from their company. So this is what we are going to look at now. So we have here purchase order. On the 3rd of January 2022 or 2023, as the case may be, the purchasing manager raises PO to Johnson K Limited with PO number 0002 for the following products. So you will be given the quantity, the unit cost, and the total cost. So these are the list of the goods that your company is placing order for. Acer desktop, HP desktop, Ericsson DVD 4 gig, then Sony CD 4 gig. So these are the products that you are asking from the vendors, which means the vendor will have to supply to your organization, and when the vendor supply to your organization, before it is received into the store. But the first leg is to raise the purchase order that into with your Sage 50. You have to raise the purchase order with your Sage 50. This purchase order can as well be placed with a text message or WhatsApp or email, but they will not be created in Sage 50. So you need to record it so that you can convert this purchase order to an invoice from your vendor to vendor's invoice. So when you do so, you will be able to now track what you have received from the vendor. So this is the explanation from here. So therefore, what do we do when you want to receive purchase order? What does Sage 50? Let's go to Sage 50. This is Sage 50 now. So from Sage 50, we click on the tax menu. The tax menu, as I've explained in the previous video, is for recording of transactions. That is posting of transactions. While the maintain menu is for maintaining or setup of different ledgers which you are to use in tax bar. So therefore, let's look at the transactions one after the other. They are very numerous here, but we'll start to deal with them one after the other. This very one we are looking at now is purchase order. This is the purchase order from the drop down. So what you click on the purchase order. So this window will display. From this window display, this is where you have to fill in all the information of the vendor and the products you are requesting from the vendor. You click on this mirror here. On this mirror, where you will see the pre-set up vendors. Before this, as I said, before you would have set up all your vendors. Okay, so you click on the drop down and look for the name of the particular vendor that is that you are requesting the products from. Now, who is that vendor here in this case? Johnson K. You click on Johnson K. When you click on Johnson K, all the information on Johnson K will appear. So therefore, this is the address of Johnson K. So you are requesting from Johnson K to ship to this particular address here, which is the second address of Johnson K. So therefore, the date will take place here. So you look at the date. The date was January 2022 or 2023, as the case may be. So if I'm going to use that, I will click on this very date on the request, on the purchase order, which is this. This is the date now. So I will click on the date, the calendar here. When I click on the calendar, I can as well go back to January 2023 and select 3rd. But in this, for the purpose of this training, we leave it at May 3rd, because so that when we want to extract our report, it will be easy for us to extract this report. So let's say the date is May 3rd. I will select May 3rd. As I select May 3rd, then go through will automatically be selected, which is saying about 1 month go through. So this is to say that it will expire at the end of 2nd of June 2023. It means that this is for 1 month. That is go through. However the case may be, if your organization makes it possible for only 2 weeks, you can as well edit and correct this and make it as 2 weeks expiration. So that is how it is. But automatically, this is what it comes out with: 1 month expiration, which is the purpose of the last span of a local purchase order. So the purchase order here is the same thing, like it's the same thing as a local purchase order. The local purchase order that companies raise in order to get goods and services from another company. So you enter the PO number. Let's go to the document we have here. What is the PO number? 002. We'll enter the PO number here, 002. So with the PO number 002, then you will be able to record the number. This PO number is very, very important. You must not skip it if you are to convert this PO to an invoice from the vendor. This is the link between these documents and the vendor. Okay, let me add that the purchase order here is the same thing regarded as what? A memorandum account. For this kind type of memorandum account has no effect as of the moment you are posting it whatsoever with the financials of your organization. I mean the general ledger. It's just a document which has no effect as of the moment. It is when it is converted or received as goods received, that is when the general ledger will now be activated and will now be affected. So that is how it is here. So then that has been taking place. Look, then the first item on the list, let's look at the quantity of the first item. The quantity of the first item is Acer Desktop 100 units. So let's call on Acer Desktop and for 100 units. 100 units. Okay, so as 100 units. Acer Desktop 100 units. So when you press your tab key under the quantity, then you now the tab key will lead you to item tab, item column. From the item column, you click on the mirror display in there. Then all what you have set up, especially all the goods and services that you have set up, will display. Then you select from the display the product you are looking out for, and the product you are looking out for is what? Acer Desktop. So where is Acer Desktop is number one. You click on Acer Desktop because you have set up this product properly with the unit cost and also the amount. So the amount will automatically pop up and it will be filled with the right amount. So let's go to the second product. What is the second product? The second product is what? HP Desktop 120. So you enter 120 here as the quantity required. So 120. You press your tab key. Then HP. You select HP Desktop. So you select HP Desktop. From here, you click on the mirror and see whether it is a HP Desktop. And HP Desktop is available. Yes. And the unit cost is 28,000. So let's look at it. 28,000. That is correct. So let's go to the second product. The second product is what? Ericsson DVD 4G. Ericsson DVD 4G. So if this is Ericsson DVD 4G, then how many quantity is it? We look at 1,500 here. So 1,500. Let's record it. 1,500. Press your tab key and look for Ericsson DVD. So you click there and say Ericsson DVD and select Ericsson DVD. The cost price which you have automatically set up before you started posting will appear and it will definitely populate automatically. So that has been done. You go to the fourth item. The fourth item is Sony CD 700 MB. So let's go there and record it. So Sony DVD. That is a Sony CD. Sony CD. How many units? 1,000 units. Sony CD 1,000 units. We record it here 1000. That is 1,000 units. So if it's more than, if it's by mistake you did the wrong thing, you need immediately correct it. So 1,000 units. So Sony DVD. So this is the Sony CD. Yeah. So this is the total amount now. So what you need to do is to fast check, because you already have the idea, or you already have an idea of the total you are going to get from it. So let's compare this total, this very total 6.9, with what you have in this Excel sheet. So if it's the same, then you can now go ahead. If it's not the same, you quickly check for any error that is leading to that. So let's quickly check. This is 7.1. This is 7.1. So we quickly now check and to discover that. So even if you cannot discover it immediately, So what you need to do is to do it later and make sure that it is correct. 200, not 100. 2000. After you have entered it, so you will be able to now save. You will save. You will save. Click on there, save, and when you save it, it will remain there until you are ready to pick till you are ready to receive it. So let's save. So I've saved it down. It's been recorded on your system. So this is how to record. This is how to record purchase orders. So if you have done that, the next thing for you to do is to check if you still have orders to post. For instance, let's look at the second one. So the second purchase order is here, which is this one that is circled or in green color. So on the 2nd of January, the purchasing manager places PO to Mandela Laptop with PO number 003 for the following products. So this is the PO to Mandela Laptop. So what do you do? The same procedure. We won't waste more time on this one. Is to go to Sage 50 and select Mandela Laptop. Mandela Laptop is the company. So let's look for Mandela Laptop. Mandela Laptop, that is it. You select it. So when you select it and you change the date, set 2nd. Then when you check the 2nd, then PO number 00, don't forget, you enter it there. Then after that, we go to quantity, confirm the address, and go to the quantity. So Dell laptop, 100 pieces. So let's do that. Dell laptop, 100 pieces. 100 pieces of Dell laptop. Dell laptop, 100 pieces. That gives you a total of 6 million there. So that is correct. Then the second one is compact laptop, 120. 120. You press your tab key to get to the quantity column, 120. Then press your tab key. When you press your tab key, then say compact laptop. So you select compact laptop here. Then that is 6 million again. Then the second one is the third one is a Mercury laptop, 100 pieces. 100 pieces. You press your tab key. You press your tab key to the quantity column. Enter 100 pieces. You press your tab button again to get to the Mercury laptop. Mercury laptop. So that is 7.6. Then making a total of 20 million. So this is how to raise a purchase order. So if you are using Sage 50, you can print this particular document. You can print it, you can email it, and you can save it. So how do you do that? Saving, the first one we did, it was saved. This is it. Click on save. It will be saved. Then this one, I will now show you how to preview and print. So if you want to preview this document, you click on this small arrow here, this small arrow beside the print button. You will click on preview. Preview will take you down to this printing form. Now, when you get here, you click on preview again in order to see how it's going to come out when you print it. So this is going to be printed on A4 paper. So when it's printed on A4 paper, it will now be signed by the relevant authority. This is why the signature the line is drawn here. So this is what you have to print out. So this is the printout. So when you click on, if I click on print here now, and a printer is attached, it will print automatically. So that is how it is. So if you are using Sage 50, you don't need to go to a printer again and begin to print all these primary or auxiliary documents. So you don't need them again. All are contained in Sage 50. So let's go back. I close. So I will now save. But one thing will happen. If you are printing, if you click on print here, it will automatically go to the printer and it will automatically save. So that is what normally happens. So I click on the print, then I click on print button again. It is be saved, and a printer will also bring out the hard copy. So because there's no hard copy here now to be printed, so what I will do is to click on the saved, and this is how to do purchase orders or local purchase orders.